we live? I believe we are live. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fusspot Gaming. My name is, of course, Caleb, and I am here playing AI, the Somnium Files NirvanA initiative. Now, obviously, the camera is a bit different. Not as nice as the previous camera, but unfortunately, with the buffering issues I was having that I couldn't get resolved, we are now relegated to this. But hopefully it'll be alright. I think it should be, especially compared to the last one. Where last we left off, we were hot on the trail of the half-body killer. We went into the mind of Chikara, happy Chikara, going through his many scientific experiments of combining the left brain and the right brain of different people, which gives me a little bit of pause. We are currently going through not the actual crime scene, but a recreation of the crime scene using Tama to investigate more clues. We found out that the BATS 490 video from last time was put up by the ideological group Loss, which is a little suspicious given their connection to the first game, but we'll see what's going on. I'm betting I don't even have half the pieces yet, but we'll see what happens. But before we begin, I'd like to give a big shout out to our last follower, Cactus Games Too Much. Thank you very much. Our last subscriber, that one black family. That one black family. There we go. And, of course, Cartuba with the $6 donation. Very much appreciated. As we push towards that 200 subscriber goal and the 50 follower goal, every little bit helps, of course. So if you'd like to, if you like these kind of streams, follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's begin. But first, let me move this over here like that. So that way you guys can see their reactions as well. So, here we go. Back on it. It's a camera. That body was shown to the entire world through this camera. A camera. More cameras. This is where we were sitting. This was the Team Yakuza, I believe. And this was Team Blemniscape. Let's examine the corpse.
I wonder how deep this sign is embedded.
What do we do at times like these?
Right, the X-ray.
Whoa.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
Oh god.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Oh my god.
Couldn't you have compared it to
I was
a
thinking
fish
more of
hook
like
or
a
something?
signpost or something.
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
Sign stabbing corpse. The signboard was stuck in the corpse, so it's difficult to remove. Okay.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on February 9th. Based on the time this corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter.
That's true.
That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors. Someplace warm.
But then how... It doesn't make much sense to me.
Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube.
What?
Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers.
But why?
A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel.
Oh my god.
Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
Well, didn't he, like, drop from the ceiling? So, yeah. Obviously. They had to lower him in somehow.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
Let's do this.
What's this? There's something inside the body.
Tension. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus.
Well, that'll do
This
it.
is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum. This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
That would explain the spontaneous combustion. Okay then. Let's follow the thread though, because it went over here.
What's this?
It's the light switch.
Ah, and when they turned the lights off, that's when his body appeared. Makes sense.
The CNT is tied to it.
Is there anything telling us who would tie this here though? Like, probably not. You can't get much from a recreation, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Good catching on, Ryuki. The truth reenactment allows you to find the truth while it's the information gathered. Answer Tama's questions with the best answer. Only by correctly answering her questions will the truth be reenacted. You
Let's get
got
on
it.
that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too.
Someone just flipped off the lights. Like,
The lights
come on.
came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But
Yeah.
the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well,
There's literally a
Maybe
button
did.
over there.
That's the switch that...
yeah. Let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of...
The body dropping flipped the switch off? Someone from up there dropped the body and it pulled the light switch? Maybe?
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
But if it's dropped, it can.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The
Exactly.
body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
The culprit dropped it from above,
The
right?
culprit must have been hiding up in the ceiling, and when the time was right, they dropped the corpse.
A simple answer, but no. I've already confirmed that no one was up there. Can you think of some other way?
The CNT attached to the switch was pulled. Attached to the switch? How would that drop the body?
The CNT extended from the corpse to the light switch, so the corpse would fall if you tugged on the CNT.
But that
Right.
would mean someone was near the light switch. There wasn't anyone around it at the time. Let's try it.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis
What?
lessens, the corpse softens.
I didn't... Okay, that's a crazy plan.
And that's what made it fall down. Now, for
Let me
the
just
final
put a body up
question,
here, and then when it softens, it'll fall on its own. Like, who thinks of this?
Why did the body explode?
I would never
and
think of
burn?
that.
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode.
Why did the corpse burn? I mean, it was...
The sign.
No, not the sign word.
What?
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse.
Okay.
I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
It does make sense, but why? What is the purpose?
Alright, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
Poor Ryuki. He's just trying to be a good detective.
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator.
Okay, that's funny.
Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
Objective.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor! Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But...
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
Macademy.
Academy? Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started. Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am
You just
an
threw him
amateur.
in there, like,
Well, this is
he
just
never
the
took an
beginning,
acting class
so
in his
we'll
life, poor
pass for
guy.
now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well,
It's placed up in the beams where it fell.
it was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis.
That is such a crazy plan. And what's to stop the bits that they put inside him, like the fuse and the actual igniting agent, from just like falling out of him?
So that's how they did the light trick.
Obviously the sign isn't, because it's literally like...
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward, onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up.
Convenient.
Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon.
Why are you wiggling?
It needs to be soft and squishy, like an octopus.
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
Thank
You
you.
made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
Oh god. Really? That's what happened? That's just...
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere.
Yeah, but was it... That must be a very long fuse, because if I recall, what happened was, the lights went out, a body fell, there was a beat, and then all the cops came in along with detectives and all these people from downtown. They took a look at the body as well as the crime scene, and then it exploded. So that must have been an extremely long fuse.
Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Sometime later, yes indeed.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Cut! Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
Because it's fun, Ryuki. Just get into it. Plus, Tama's not like Aiba. She needs something to distract her.
It all makes sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Was that ever even on the table? Like, I know we play a little fast and loose with the realism in these games, but,
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign.
Well, they succeeded.
All so they could spread that QR video.
About the time rigor mortis was
The culprit
decided.
must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly.
Why?
That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
Huh. So it wasn't necessarily, like, planned for us specifically. Why did the culprit blow up the corpse?
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
It does make sense. About the reason the corpse's cross-section was facing downward.
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke?
Tama, please.
Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign.
That is true.
It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
How bizarre. Who thinks of this? How could you possibly, like, have you tested this theory before? Like,
So, to wrap it all up, the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
because he's a tech billionaire.
Who knows?
They wanted to make an example, probably.
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search for the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
Like a tech?
You mean the director, Shinpei Wagai?
Right.
How could he have known? It's not like he's up in the rafters, like, checking it out every 2 hours when the stream was on.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now, at the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Of course he is. Good old Sunfish Pocket. Why is it all the weirdos go to Sunfish Pocket? Ota. Oh, it's open and full. I'm so used to seeing just a corpse hanging from the side.
There he is.
Ah, shit.
What? Oh my god!
Damn.
What? Do something. Pull out your gun. Also, there's a bunch of people in here, so this seems very bad. Oh my god. I like that Ryuki does not need to be tempted with something lewd in order to do his job, unlike Date. Oh my god. Whoa. It's pretty impressive, Ryuki, I have to say. For just a dude to, like, literally dodge bullets.
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane? There are customers and staff in here.
There were.
My bad.
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Yeah,
Several people have called the authorities. The local police should be here soon.
you going to jail.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
What?
What?
You tried to murder me!
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right? I can't go to jail.
Bro, if this is really the issue. Why would you pull out a gun and start shooting at
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place. I needed money to take care of my kid.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror. I don't know
Terror?
his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either. All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
Don't leave us hanging. Come on. Tell me. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th. Before you start preparing for the stream, do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked, that's all. I'll pay you $5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th.
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all. I don't know what happened in the studio either. I had no idea that was gonna happen.
And yet your first reaction when you see a cop walk in is to pull out your gun. Like, I had no idea. I just wanted to murder you over it.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Ryuki!
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna get him. Assuming he's still there. I mean, he probably left. Or just left a briefcase or something. Oh god, it's Chikara! Not happy Chikara.
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics, Chikara Horodori.
No way. It can't be.
His experiment did not work. Well, guess we do have a proper serial killer on our hands then. Which, I mean, I feel like we all knew walking into this, but... Ikume Shrine. Isn't this where Mizuki learned all of her super strength?
Mr. Date told me about this shrine. This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyagi Park. It's just... calming here.
I see.
Tama, do you mind giving me some support?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
Does he look okay? I mean, Ryuki hasn't been okay since the game started.
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
I'm fine. More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, but... Fine. I'll play along. You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Why isn't he on the scene actually investigating, so we can go, harass Kagami again? I want to see Kagami! Although this is a cool feature.
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course. Back
Wow.
when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Is your grandma named Pewter?
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
So does that mean in 6 years' time, his corpse will show up too, and it will look freshly dead instead of, like, just like the first one?
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
Talma, please. Please.
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it.
To be fair, if someone was investigating my mangled corpse, I would be fine with them cracking light here and there to get over the horror of it all.
But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
The reason the corpse is on the blackboard is because
Looks
it doesn't
like
have
there aren't
internal
any other
organs.
clues here.
open space has a lower pressure than the outside. It's similar to how suction cups work. Oh, that's weird. That was it? No clues at all.
Well, satisfied?
Nope. What about the security cameras?
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
That's what that one guy said in our last stream. Genny? The guy with the weird mask.
Any cameras on campus?
None. You remember what Gen said?
Yeah.
The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
Hello? About the Nile message, Terror sent Jinpei.
I think he was lying about the money. Terror
Clearly.
probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Jinpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Jinpei.
It's probably true. Is Terror the culprit?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
He's quite the...
Can't be Tokiko,
Terror.
can it?
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
Something has been bothering me. I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490.
I still can't get over that it's called Bats 490.
That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
But why go through all the trouble to make that, like, your thing, right? Where it's like, I'm gonna trick everyone into thinking that a body teleported here. Ooh.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation, a false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
That would be a real stretch. And also, what's the method?
I don't know, but it's possible.
It's no small feat to sever molecular bonds.
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Well, I'm not sure I would call it satisfied, but... Bougie. Riding down in a limo.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Why? Oh, stop it. With your Illuminati crap. Anything suspicious about Tokiko?
Not really. She's a kind woman, but I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something. As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties.
Tell that to his last employer.
I have complete trust in him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Jag.
Thank you. About this room.
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
Nice to meet you too.
The world is full of rubbish. Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
You designed it?
Yes. The flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
These aren't sunglasses. It's a fairy's black bra.
What? What?
What a degenerate.
Thank you. Do you know someone named Jinpei Wagai?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
It's you. It's you. Jin's right half didn't teleport.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation, This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things, and there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if NICE is the one that made the QR video.
Kind of? Like, but what would be the ultimate gain in that? Like, I don't get it.
The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
You keep saying that, but...
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it?
About Chikara's murder.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent.
True.
You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Don't throw around accusations until you have evidence, bro.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
I forgot about that, too.
Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another.
Just what someone would say if you were at odds.
Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
What do NICE and the Order of Percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes.
Okay, let's just, like, say that this is real, right? That you are living in a simulation, that your entire world has been created. You are currently, like, the CEO of an incredibly wealthy organization, and what you want is to tear that down and become someone else in the real world, not in a simulation? Or do you just want control of the simulation? I don't... what?
On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it, forever.
Really?
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
Maybe.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish.
But what is... do they believe that other people exist, or is this like a solipsistic type thing, where they just think that themselves, they're the only ones who exist?
To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
Wow.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
About Chikara's research on immortality.
I'm aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality.
Very particular.
However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie.
Why?
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science.
Technically.
In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago. even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Isn't that just a limited amount of data we have because we have only lived on one planet? Swedish philosopher?
I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans, do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with three possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
I think my main problem with simulation theory is that it just makes way too many assumptions. It's like, well, if you assume that technology reaches this point, and if you assume that we do this, and if you assume that we're going to eventually create it, then obviously we will have made billions and trillions of versions. And it's like, wait a minute. Slow down. We haven't even established number 1 yet, and you're already on step 10. It's like, just way too much.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before. Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a 3-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its 2-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane.
That's a bit of a leap.
Just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface.
Don't laws of physics break down in a black hole? And even some of our laws of physics don't actually work in space, which is why we created things like dark matter.
Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world.
It's called coding.
Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
That's a nice watch.
I see. Then let us leave it at that. In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality, because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
Okay, again, are you assuming this is a Matrix thing, where you're like asleep in a pod somewhere, and when you wake up, you'll like be free? Or do you really think you're just a program? Because if you think you're just a program, and you destroy the simulation, you're not going to be emancipated. You're just going to be a broken simulation.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
What?
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even
Oh my god.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Oh, truly insane. Okay, alright.
Has this woman lost it?
Yes. Yes, she has.
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with WingSync.
I don't want to go in her brain.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through WingSync.
Then...
We need to sync with her.
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind, using a regular sync.
Need you to come down to the station and answer a few questions. I'm surprised she agreed to it. Oh boy. After going through Chikara's, I'm a little worried.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from boss.
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
I don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
Just hit the buttons, pewter.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
This seems like a very
Look,
bad idea.
Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh god, I'm scared.
I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
What does the mind of the president of Nizedlos look like? Almost afraid to ask. Especially after the first game. When Iris took us down the rabbit trail of all the evil they've done. Or supposedly done, excuse me. Okay, kind of her office. Very stark white.
I wonder if this is the nice president's room. It's really white, though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for nice.
What?
Where the hell is this coming from?
N.
Okay. N. Not that I know why.
A.
A. Angry. I. Incoming?
X.
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
This game is just the weirdest.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
Okay then.
Somnium scan, activate!
Well said, Ryuki. Stare into Tokiko's abyss. It seems like Tokiko was threatening someone. By peeking into her mind's abyss, you might discover something. Okay.
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
Maybe that's Tokiko's mental state. Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right. Let's investigate.
Okay, let's inspect. Hello.
A book of nice teachings. Why is it ripped in half?
Does it say anything?
Yeah, just one phrase. The intersection between the warp and weft. The rest is ripped off.
I remember Tokiko saying something like that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur. Right?
Right, because she was talking about taking down the simulation with that.
I wonder what she meant by that.
Who knows? Why don't you join NICE to find out? Anyway, that's about all that we can get from this book. But
Eyeballs.
when did this get here?
What does it say?
That's where the seam can occur. Combining it with the book from earlier, the intersection between the warp and weft, that's where the seam can occur.
That's exactly what Tokiko said. If it's coming out in her Somnium, it must hold some significance.
Ah,
That's
mysterious
just what we
figure.
saw in the wink sink.
Is that the terror? They're not doing anything. That looked like a seam. What was that? Again? Saw the seam. Oh, I saw that seam. I saw it. I guess Gen is dead? Or the man dressed as Gen is not actually Gen?
I can't really make out what happened, though. I did see Gen, I think.
It was just really chaotic.
Maybe the key to solving this Somnium has to do with what we found in the NICE book.
The intersection between the warp and weft, I don't know about that. I don't see how that will help us right now.
I don't think it's completely
It's just
unrelated,
gibberish.
But
The next suspicious thing is...
The blood fountain? You think?
do you see anything?
Not really. Seems a lot deeper. It was pretty shallow earlier.
Dive in.
Let's
Literally.
dive in.
Yeah, literally.
What? Dive? Here?
Yeah. Where else would I be talking about?
I love that face.
But it's really deep. And red.
Just do it.
What if there's an angry Shingu River Ray in there?
Enough with the complaining. You don't even need to breathe. It'll be fine. Go for it.
Fine. Why do you always gain this weird confidence during sinks?
It's true. Oh god. Oh, there's like literal... Whoa. This is crazy. Whoa!
That was surprising. All of a sudden, we're out of the water.
A whole new office?
We fell from up there.
But we ended up in the same room. Oh look, the book again.
Let's check it out.
How bizarre. But also kind of cool.
This one's not ripped. Just another single phrase. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
Where the black light gathers.
Kick it. Oh god.
Whoa. Skulls? Why is Tokiko thinking about this?
Wait, I sense something. Huh. You're not doing anything. With this and the skulls, this is getting really creepy all of a sudden.
I mean, what do you have to do for your mind to look like this?
Maybe that's the black. Let's just search the room for now.
Yeah. If we can't find anything, we'll reread the book and think through our options again.
Hello, sir.
It's a skull.
It's an adult skull.
Strongly tied to her teachings. Okay. They all look fairly similar. And here's even more.
That?
Whoa.
That skull is a little
Bigger. What?
All of her ideas poured into her writing, and the blank are strongly tied to those teachings.
a skull.
Is Tokiko into skulls?
Knowing her, I would.
All of her ideas are poured into her writing, and the rules of this dream are strongly tied to those.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I forgot. What was it? It said something about the black light.
Where the black light gathers, sadness is born. Maybe the black is referring to the shadow man from.
You might be onto something there. That's the only thing I can. Where the light gathers, then, must mean where the shadow man
Maybe, but the.
Oh, maybe where they're looking.
I see.
The shadow man is looking forward. This one is looking at this skull. This one is looking at this skull.
This one is bigger and misshapen.
Oh!
Again?
Again!
He looks like he's in pain. Why?
Oh god. He's a statue.
Huh?
Disappeared. I wonder what the relationship between Tokiko and Gen is.
They're obviously connected somehow.
What was that?
Ryuki, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like the book was the hint. Where the black light gathers, sadness is born.
After the sync, we need to ask Tokiko about Gen.
Yeah, she knows him somehow, and she could possibly have something on him. Oh, Shoma! Which
Did
means
you see that?
she probably
He became
knows
Shoma for a
Komeiji.
split second. Maybe Tokiko is related to him as well.
Why Shoma? Tama, make chase! Throw yourself in the water!
You make it sound like I'm committing suicide. Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Tama. Oh my god. This is crazy. Well, let me guess. There is another office on the bottom. I can see it from here. Only it's mostly underwater still. That's
It's
weird.
the same room again. But this time, the room itself is underwater too.
If this is the same as earlier, there has to be something related to Shoma.
Well, he's super into tech and stuff, right? So, come on. Whoa.
It says, where the water and ideas flow, love is born.
Is she Shoma's mother?
More metaphors, huh? It must be some kind of hint, like last time.
Oh, she's doing the sim.
It's a hand.
The non-upal X symbol.
Non-upal X.
I remember Tokiko mentioning it.
I'm curious about the water and ideas flow part.
Well, we're in water, so that part is obvious.
Anyway, let's check inside.
Yeah, if we get stuck, we can read the hint again and figure it out.
Where water and love flow. Okay.
4 minutes remaining.
Oh don't push me.
How should I check? High five?
When in Rome. How about making the same hand sign?
There you go.
It lit up.
This world is alive. Do you understand?
Was that Tokiko's voice?
It sounded like she was talking to someone.
Okay, Tokiko has completely within. Water and love, huh? There you go.
Too bright.
It's settled. You will follow my orders.
Tokiko's voice again.
I wonder who she's talking to. She can't be talking to herself.
Must be Ken.
Let's transcend this world together.
Wait. She must be talking to...
Ryuki, look! Outside the window.
Shoma. Whoa. Whoa. Oh god.
What's going on?
That is a good question. She's connected to so many characters.
So she does have a relationship with Shoma.
Maybe what we heard earlier was for Shoma too.
Love is born.
Let's think about it later. Look at that. It looks painful.
I have a bad feeling. Follow it.
It's going to be a long dive. This does not seem like another office, I have to admit. Oh, but it is.
You have 3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
Oh god, now everything's on its side.
It's the same room again, but vertical?
This is gonna give me vertigo.
This is really messing with my sense of balance. How far does this room even go?
Another book. Hopefully this is the last.
Okay.
It says, when the eyes are met, death is born.
Death. Tokiko is getting more and more suspicious.
Maybe our focus should be on nice. The book and an eyeball.
Do you think that's what is meant by eyes are met?
Maybe it's talking about me.
You are an eyeball. Tama, why don't you lock eyes with it?
Are you trying to kill me? It said death is born.
You're a robot. You'll be
Then,
fine.
when the eyes are met is
You'll be fine.
a big eyeball. What is going on inside her head that would make this appear?
Like I said, that old woman is crazy. So what's it gonna be?
Seems to be the reigning theory. Flip it.
And spin. I set the eyes to face each other.
Death is born? Whoa. Okay. That eyeball must face another one. Excuse me. Gotta flip this one.
An eyeball.
Flip it. Flip it good.
Is this what eyes meeting means?
Digging deeper, it seemed Tokiko's blank.
It's a red book of
It has an eye symbol.
It's filled with eyes.
Flip it?
How about this?
It's
Nope.
just a cover.
Nope.
And her mind resides completely within blank. Well, I mean, it seems like the books here should also be facing
The red.
each other.
This book is.
Open that bad boy.
I'm gonna open it. There are eye symbols on the left and right pages.
That's it?
Yep.
It might be related to when the eyes are met, death is born.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left. Be careful.
Actually, when the eyes are met, that's when the book is closed, right?
A red book.
So close it.
Got it.
Yeah. There you go. More cross stream.
This should do it.
There are timies with negative effects. Yep. And there's one up there. Is it closed or open? I can't tell. It's too far. It looks like it's closed. So the last one is down there. Oh, it's gonna take forever.
A red.
Close it.
Got it.
There you go. I'm pretty sure that that is every eyeball in this room. Like
So,
90%.
Did we make the eyes meet?
Death is born?
A new book.
When the eyes are met, death is born. Death. Tama, let's check that out too.
Let's do it. Come on.
It's a new book of nice teaching. This time, it's closed.
Open that bad boy. Oh, I can only use that. Dang it. Sure. Go ahead and open it.
Huh? A mirror.
What? Oh. What's she doing though? I feel like we should be worried about this woman's mind at this point. Just saying.
What was that?
So many people. What is Tokiko thinking?
Huh? I mean,
So you want me to
just dive in.
Like,
Tama, go!
yes.
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
Oh my god.
Thought I was gonna fall forever.
You got some balls, Tama.
Thanks.
You literally told her to jump,
But there's
so...
no-
Okay.
At the end of an incomplete world, truth is born.
She's basically alone? That sucks. Oh. That's the nice symbol.
Malleable X. There's something there.
Let's go.
"12 seconds. Go!"
Ryuki, you're out of time!
Oh, come on. No, not with 12 seconds. Don't do it to me. No!
It's almost time.
Huh? Toki.
We were literally right there. Alright. At least we know what to do. Let's go from here. The slowest part will be the, going through the stupid, swimming sections again. Let's just jump in. Oh god, I forgot about the blood. I do have to say, I'm liking this one more than the Chikara one. The Chikara one just seemed weird for weird's sake. Yeah, skulls. Then we see... what's his name? Which is probably Gen's skull. I'm assuming this is... he said people called him a monster at one point in his life, so... And you see Shoma. Okay, alright. Whoa. Yeah.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Go. Hello? Hello? Just do it. I just did this one. Oh my god. So annoying. It's the first one I did. Okay. Decipher the book. You're drowning. It's very...
4 minutes
sad.
remaining.
Come on, Tama, you can do it. One last thing. Yeah. Make the eyes meet. You got it.
Big.
Like I said, so what's...
Flip that bad boy.
It's a... It's...
Close it. There we go. Got it.
You have 3 minutes left. Get it together, Ryuki.
That one is looking. And that one is not.
A red.
We're gonna close. Or
And I.
we're just gonna flip it.
A red.
For this one, we're gonna do -5. For close. There we go. Back to full eyeball status, as it should be.
When the Atama.
It's in this.
Yeah, you can go ahead and open it. She makes the symbol, people fall, it's very scary, yada yada.
Ryuki, less than 2 minutes left.
Dive
Be
in.
careful.
Perfect. Now hopefully we have enough time to actually reach the book. I think we will. Should be good. Cross your fingers, folks, because...
You have less than a minute left. Hurry!
Be quiet, Peter. You were literally evil in the last game. It's right there. It's right there. Just grab it. Oh my god. Reach out.
30 seconds left.
I'm
There
going
we
to
go.
open it. Is it some kind of planning sheet? It says NirvanA and...
Hey, title drop.
The NirvanA Initiative.
No good. There's too much blacked out.
Come on. Isn't there anything else?
Ryuki, we're almost out of time.
Wait. Try reading more of it.
Computer, please.
Don't pull him out. Find the truth. Come on. NirvanA Initiative. Well, we at least know for sure now that she's tied up in all sorts of stuff. She knows Shoma, she knows Gen. She's been ordering people to do strange things. Hey, Peter.
Miss Shigure, I've taken a look inside your mind, using this machine.
About Gen.
Do you know someone named Gen Ishiagane? He appeared in your dream.
About Shoma.
Shoma Enda. I know you know about him. Can you tell me about your relationship with him?
Peter! About that
You
something.
don't have to explain. The images shown in Somnium are all displayed here in the control room.
That's convenient. Where's Boss?
I haven't seen her. She probably hasn't arrived at Abyss HQ yet.
What to do with Tokiko?
Tokiko Shigure is not a suspect. We can't detain her without clear grounds to do so.
So we have to release her. I guess we have no choice.
You. What is the NirvanA Initiative?
The NirvanA Initiative. Is it some sort of plan?
She's just gonna play dumb.
It seems you have many questions for me, but I apologize. I'm afraid I have prior engagements. Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight? I would be happy to share more information with you then. Now, if you'll excuse me.
At 10 o'clock tonight. That sounds like there's going to be another victim there, and she wants us to find him. That's what that sounds like to me. Oh boy. Pewter!
Wait, where's Pewter?
He went to see Tokiko off.
I see. So, what do I do now?
Figure that out yourself.
What do I do now? Go eat pancakes. Become a Major League ball player. Ask to tie me up in tortoiseshell rope binding. Go see Gen and Shoma. You know what? I think I'm in the mood for some pancakes.
You think this is a damn joke? Don't make me sentence you to a panting!
What? What is that?
Don't ask. Become a Major League ball player.
I know. I'll become a major leaguer.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't be rude. Ryuki, have you seen his reflexes? He dodged bullets.
We already did that yesterday. No more for a while.
Why not? Come on, just a little bit.
Let's go see Gen and Shoma.
In that Somnium earlier, Gen appeared. And Shoma did too.
So Tokiko definitely knows them, and yet...
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
Tama, what time is it now?
A little past 1300. We have almost 9 whole hours until the appointed time.
Might as well.
Anyway, let's talk to Gen and Shoma. Where are they now?
Well... I can't track down either of them. Either their phones are out of battery, their GPS is off, or they're somewhere without any signal.
What are the odds that both of them would be someplace without a signal, though? That's...
Then we'll have to take a guess. Maybe Shoma is at school.
No, he hasn't been there in a while.
He hasn't been going to school?
It seems not.
Well, I'll get to that later. So then Shoma must be at home. Or...
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too.
At the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Gen is probably at his restaurant, or the warehouse district at the port. He once told me he loves the warehouse district, that he goes there all the time to look at the sea.
So we have 4 destinations to check. Let's get moving.
Got it. Yeah, let's start with his actual residence. I'm still believing that Tokiko is his mother. Seems the most likely explanation.
Shoma, the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori, was killed. Did you know about that?
Why are you asking me? Of course I know. The killer calling himself Terror did it. But he hasn't been caught yet.
That's a lot of
That's
info.
why I want you to help me. Help me uncover Terror's identity.
Why? Why me?
Huh.
I'm sorry, but please don't ask about my dad. I don't want to be reminded of him.
Aww.
What?
Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure. I think you might know her. Then what about NICE? Tokiko is the president of NICE.
Why does that matter?
It matters. Terror is definitely related to the QR video. There's a high probability that the video was made by Tokiko, who's the president of NICE.
So what? Leave me alone, please. I just want to be left alone.
This is kind of harassment. But your phone's
I had
GPS.
my phone turned off
Why?
because there was no reason to turn it on.
Who in the modern day leaves their phone off?
I heard you haven't been going to school. If you don't mind, could you tell me why?
I do mind, but can't you tell? I'm all alone, just
Oh.
like that Jin person.
Jin?
I read about it online. He had been sick for a long time. I don't know what his condition is called or whatever, but it was some sort of chronic disease. He was sick since he was young. Stayed in the hospital for a long time, didn't have any friends. According to the article, He took his classes from the hospital. I felt bad for him. One is lonely enough as it is, but he's only one half.
That's a weird thing to say.
I don't know much about that video. I barely even watched it. I only know about Bats 490.
That reminds me, you haven't told me the details of Bats 490 yet. The rumor is, people who decoded that video message have gone missing, but they all left behind the same clue. I've learned the secret of the world, but you haven't disappeared. Why?
Don't ask me. All I did was decrypt the code. I didn't go anywhere. The only thing I know for sure is that Bats 490 is an ARG. It's just a game, but the NirvanA trial, on the other hand...
NirvanA trial?
It's a video that's been going viral.
Another one!
It was uploaded to ViewCube first, and then it blew up from there. A bunch of people who watched it have gone missing.
Ryuki, I found the video. Do you want to see it?
It'll probably have us, have another mental breakdown, but
No,
sure.
I'll watch it later. This is more important, right? Just so I have the facts straight. This is completely different from the QR video and Bats 490, right?
I already told you. Bats 490 is just a game.
Don't repeat yourself.
No one really went missing, and it had nothing to do with the secret of the world. But the NirvanA trial is different. It's not just a game. It's real. There's something seriously messed up about it.
You've seen it?
No, I was too scared. But people are going missing, one after the other.
Tama, any information on these missing people?
There are about 90,000 people who go missing in Japan each year.
Dang.
That means, on average, about 1,730 people go missing each week. This week, there have been 1,880 missing persons reports filed. That's 150 more than the average, but I can't say whether that's related to the video or not.
It's crazy.
Sorry, I need to go somewhere.
Wait, we're not done here.
You can keep the door unlocked. See ya.
You know, for a policeman, he just sort of lets people do whatever they want when he comes to interrogate them.
He actually left. What kind of person goes out and leaves a stranger in his home?
Good question.
Nothing we can do. Looks like we'll have to get moving too.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go to the Misetan department store. Of course, Komeiji will probably be here instead, but... Is he still doing his act?
Ryuki, why did you come here?
I thought Shoma might be here. I still need to ask him some questions.
But it looks like he's not here.
Looks like it.
Anyway, no point in staying here. Unless you're planning on doing a ritual to summon UFOs.
Maybe another time.
A ritual?
Let's go somewhere else.
World cuisine. This is where Gen works, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep, here he is. And the maid
Mama
girl
is here too.
from Sunfish Pocket.
Why
Yeah.
are you here?
There's something I wanted to ask Gen.
And what would that be?
Well,
Let's talk to her first. Are you okay?
I'm not sure why, but she seems to be a bit down today.
Gee, it's almost like Shinpei Wagai pulled out a gun at the place she was working and tried to shoot and kill us.
I'm sure she'll be back to her usual self eventually. Please let her be for now.
That would definitely put me, in a down mood, I have to admit. What's wrong?
Maybe she lost 50,000 yen on pachinko slot machines.
this isn't boss we're talking about.
Well, it's better than having loose slots in other ways.
What other way?
No, you know.
No, I don't.
How are you?
All right now, because I am here.
Oh no,
Half might,
the madness is catching.
half for all. We are full-time heroes.
Hey, that's my thing.
Okay, Gen, what's up? About your phone's GPS being turned off.
It just ran out of battery.
You're watching too much porn.
Don't you have a softer way of saying that?
You're watching too much porn.
That's not what I meant.
About Tokiko.
Gen, do you know a woman named Tokiko Shigure?
Never heard that name before.
Really?
Yeah. Who is this Tokiko person?
The president of an ideological society called Nizet Laws. Or NISE.
Nice. You mean that secret society or whatever?
Yeah,
It actually exists? I thought it was just an urban legend.
I thought so too.
So what's that got to do with the case?
I explained the details of Bats 490 in the QR video. I told him it's highly likely that Nyes made the QR video, among other things.
So I tried searching through Tokiko's memories using a certain device. While I was in there, I saw you.
I see. But I'm telling you, I don't know this person you're talking about. It could be someone else wearing the same mask.
Oh god.
That doesn't sound...
It's also possible that Tokiko knows Gen, but not the other way around.
That's also a possibility. About the NirvanA initiative.
Is there anything you can tell me about the NirvanA initiative?
What is that? Is it some sort of plan?
I think so.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Well, that was useless.
Hey Ryuki, there's something bothering me. Something is wrong with Amame.
Yeah. She doesn't seem very energetic today.
No, not that. Her heart rate jumped dramatically earlier, right when she heard the words Tokiko and NirvanA initiative.
Huh.
What?
Can we, like... Yeah, wink sync. What's going on?
It's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine.
What was that?
I don't know.
About Tokyo.
Do you know Tokiko?
About the NirvanA
Do you
initiative.
know something about the NirvanA initiative? Hey, Gen. There's something I want to ask Mame. How do you think I can get her to talk to me?
Let's see. Amame likes trivia, so maybe if you frame your question like a quiz?
A quiz. A quiz.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mame.
Pop quiz. Highest mountain in the world.
The highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. But what is the second highest mountain?
K2.
I wasn't asking you.
The last man on
The
Earth.
last man on Earth heard a knock on his door. Who was it? No good, huh? The answer was a woman.
Nope, that's wrong too. The answer is LGBTQ+.
You're sorely mistaken if you think there are only men
okay.
and
Yep.
women in this world, dumbass.
That's fair, that's fair. The price of a
A
ball.
bat and a ball together cost 110 yen. The bat is 100 yen more expensive than the ball. So, how much does the ball cost?
You would think 10 yen would be the correct answer, but if the price of the ball was 10 yen, that would make the price of the bat 110 yen, which would add up to 120 yen, and therefore the answer is 5 yen, and the bat 105. How cheap is that?
What kind of pan can you not cook with?
The answer is simple. Panties.
Oh, come on.
Alright, stop questioning her. She's not going to answer anything.
Oh, I know.
Wait, what? What did he just say?
No response.
I'm at a loss. Oh, I know. Maybe if you play that song.
What song?
One moment, please. I'll get it ready.
Oh, is this Iris' song? Please no. Please no.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice wavers and my words fail me. So I'll sing. In the dark, the shadows settle in.
I mean, what is wrong with her that she doesn't speak?
Rejoice, you're not alone, you are renewed. Everyone is here with you. There
god, they're just gonna do a full-on musical number because they can.
Morning sun sees flowers bloom in snow. There is rain within those cheerful eyes, where it falls a gorgeous green.
We just need like a candle.
And in time, even if the colors turn gray, those memories of you and me, those effervescent days,
Effervescent.
they will never change.
Lyrical genius over here.
They will never fade.
Well done. Now, will you actually speak?
Thanks, Genny. I think I feel a bit better.
That's good.
Looks like Amame is back to her usual self.
Okay. Now, can we actually ask you a question or two? Why were you feeling down?
It was nothing.
Did you get jilted or something?
No. I just lost 50,000 yen on pachinko.
See?
You can't be serious.
That's funny. Who's that
I
song?
was going through a very painful time of my life. It was so bad that I didn't even want to go on. Then, Genny played that song from earlier.
You mean he wrote it?
Well, yes.
The title is The Flower That Blooms in Snow. He recorded it on a cassette and gave it to me as a present.
What a
Is
sweetie.
that-
It's a portable cassette player. Are you familiar with them?
This is my
Hey,
first time
SG
seeing
Roz,
one in
welcome to the
person.
stream.
That's a Volkman, right?
A Volkman! Oh my god.
I always have the cassette player on me with the tape inside.
Wow, impressive. I didn't realize that not only are you a good cook, but you can write songs too.
This is a bit embarrassing.
Oh my god, Ken. Let's just ask her. Do you know Tokiko?
I only know her name from the internet. I just love stories about the occult and conspiracy theories, and when I looked up Nyes, that name came up.
Then what about the NirvanA initiative?
I read about that on the internet too. It was on an occult news site. Supposedly, there's some sort of sinister plan by that name. But that's all that was written about it. Really, I'm telling the truth. Trust me.
Meh. Okay, again.
Yes, I'm doing prep work for tonight. I can't make the dishes in advance, so I have to start from scratch every day. It's doing all right. I can only do what I can to make my customers happy.
But you don't want Matsushita Diner to show you up, right?
Of course not. Did I say something like that before?
Yeah, I think you did.
I have fond memories of the warehouse district. I go there every morning and...
You always stop by there after stocking up at the market, right?
Do you go buy stock every morning?
Yes, since I can't store meat or fish in the freezer.
And the freezer in the back doesn't open anymore.
What? Why not?
I can't find the key.
The freezer is locked?
Yes.
There's a body back there. I just know it. I just know it. Later in the game, we're gonna find a body back there.
Though I can still use the refrigerator, so I'm able to manage for now.
Just go get a new key made. What? Who's just like, well, my freezer's useless. Nothing I can do. There's a such thing as locksmiths, Genny.
Neither of them had any information.
Can't be that
on Tokiko.
expensive.
But if that's true, why was Gen in Tokiko's Somnium?
Anyway, we can figure that out later. Let's investigate somewhere else for now.
Well, okay. Let's go to the warehouse district. Haven't been here in a hot minute. Last time we were here, there was a big dance-off.
Ryuki, why are we here?
Remember how I said before that I like nature? The sea is also a part of nature. By the way, Tama, look over there.
Whoa! It's them.
That's...
You know them?
Oh, no, not really. I've just seen them around before.
Dressed kind of strangely, don't you think? Maybe they're coming back from a cosplay event. Excuse me.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, do you have a minute?
You.
Winksing.
What's going on? What could he be plotting?
The The mask is like an upside-down face. Did you see that? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why are you dressed like
None of your business.
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you anything.
Oh, do you know me? Take it off.
You're beginning to annoy me. Would you please leave?
Annoy you?
Fine. Then I will take my leave instead. The day to take action is approaching, and I must stop the plan.
Stop what?
There she goes.
What was she talking about?
I don't know. Cosplay band, maybe?
I've never heard of a plan like that.
Then maybe it's a family plan.
Oh my god.
Whatever the case, I think it's clear that that woman isn't all there.
Yeah, just like Tokiko and just like most of the people we've seen in this game.
Let's forget about it. More importantly...
On to the next place, huh?
The ocean.
Ryuki, look! There's a flock of angry, finless porpoises over there.
They're probably here to protest against microplastics.
Aren't we all? Finless porpoises. Uh-huh.
Wow. Looks delicious.
What are you imagining?
I don't want to know. Don't want to know. I love instead of Toyota, it's Yotota.
It says Okiura Fishery.
Okiura is Mizuki's maiden name, but I think that's unrelated to this case.
How do you know?
Because I know.
She's just that smart. Let's go to the park.
Ryuki, you look tired. Are you okay?
Everyone says that. Clearly he is not.
After all that, we haven't made any progress at all. It takes a toll, knowing you've wasted your time on a case like this.
Why don't you rest for a bit?
I plan on it. That's why I came here. This place is always therapeutic for me.
Oh, that's that guy.
Leon.
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
Let's go find out.
Just run up to him. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, weren't you that weirdo from the diner the other day?
I was watching the sky.
The sky?
Yeah, like I told you, I've dreamed about being up in the sky since I was a little kid. I always wanted to be a pirate.
Sky pirate?
You mean pilot?
What are you drinking?
Oh, this? It's Alfred. Non-alcoholic beer. I really love this drink. It was in that vending machine, so I got one.
Why are you here?
I like this part. It's quiet, peaceful, serene.
I know the feeling.
It's the perfect place to be left alone with your thoughts.
I agree, but what were you thinking about?
Oh, I just got a request from someone. I agreed to do it on the spot, but I'm not sure if it was the right choice. I've been wondering if I should have refused instead.
What was the request?
Can't tell you that. It's confidential.
What if I just looked inside anyway?
Well, I don't know the situation exactly, but I understand what you're asking. You want to get inside that facility and take a look around. Maybe there's something there. Though I didn't see anything last time I was there. Oh well. I'll accept your request. So stop making that face, alright? Cheer up, please.
Facility?
I don't know.
By tonight, he must have meant today. The night of the 12th, right?
I would assume so. He did say he just got the request.
Who did it come from?
I can't tell.
How convenient. The one thing we need to know is the one thing we can't see.
Anyway, I'll be going now. Looks like you've got a lot on your plate, but try not to overdo it. See ya.
See ya. Try not to go stalking anyone.
By the way, Ryuki, about the NirvanA trial.
Now that you bring it up, we haven't watched the video yet.
Wanna watch it?
Yeah, play it.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
What?
That's not-
I'm sorry. Can you please play it for me?
Very well.
Ryuki doesn't react well to these videos. This is the kind of thing where you, like, play on a loop for prisoners to, like, torture them. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, Ryuki? Are you okay?
He doesn't seem okay. I knew this was gonna be bad. Oh my god. Have we been mind controlled? Or has Ryuki been conditioned? Or is this just literally like a psychotic break? It seems to happen every time he watches these videos. Suddenly it's dark.
What? What? It can't be. How? Why is it suddenly nighttime?
Don't you know? The Earth rotates toward the east, so...
What was I doing all this time?
You've been standing there, like an NPC that froze up.
Oh god.
Hey, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. I watched that video and then I came to and now we're here. What time is it, Tama?
21:30.
Could you please visit me at my office again at 10 o'clock tonight?
I guarantee it's a dead body.
This is bad. We need to hurry.
Sheesh.
What are the odds that it's not a dead body? Because I'm pretty sure. Well, we made it just in time, but... I done told you. Body.
It can't be.
This can't be happening.
I done told you. What do you know, sir? Anyone in or out? Let's sync with him.
Daddy's job is to help someone very important. I assist and protect that person from harm.
You're doing real good at your job. Real good.
Yeah, Daddy's a professional. I won't ever let anything bad happen to him.
Looks like he's not the culprit.
Yeah, I think we can strike him off the list of suspects.
But that's technically two that he has failed to protect in his line of work.
The president informed me that you'd be here at 2200, so I let you through into this room. Then, her body.
Is there only one way in or out?
Yeah, that door is the only way in or out.
What? No, I'm still want to ask you questions. When did you last see her?
I think it was around 1400. The president got back from seeing the police, returned to this room, then I haven't seen her since. I'm not always in the president's office. I'm usually on standby in the room outside. I only come here when called.
Not very good as a bodyguard, though.
Tokiko has been in this room since 2 p.m.?
She should have been, yeah.
Has anyone entered or left the room?
No one.
Is it possible that someone was in there before 2 p.m.?
No. I'm sure you're already aware, but the security here is incredibly tight. There are security cameras all over the stairs and corridors, along with the elevator and outside the door. It's impossible to get in without getting noticed.
Ryuki, I checked the data in the security cameras. It's true that no one entered this room other than Tokiko, and no one left it either.
It can't be. Obviously, it's not suicide, but...
Of course not. Who'd put a security camera in their own room?
It's true.
Anyway, I need to report to the people at Nye's.
Very well. Please don't let anyone out of the building.
Got it.
Lock it down. In fact, have the police been called yet? Probably call the police.
How did this happen?
I know we are the police, but backup would be nice.
If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
One thing is for sure. Ryuki, look around the room. No traces of blood.
Not the crime scene.
In other words, Tokiko wasn't killed here.
The culprit must have been Terror. He killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought her right half here.
But how did he get in the room?
We don't know how he left either.
What if he's still in this room?
And where's the other
No,
half of the body?
That's not possible. I checked with X-ray vision. No sign of anyone and no biological responses detected.
Then he had to have escaped somehow.
I suspect the culprit's escape route and way in were the same. So, Ryuki, let's look into finding the escape route first. We should know how the culprit got in once we learn how they got out.
Okay, let's investigate.
In her Somnium, this area right here was like a secret vault. So maybe that part of the wall opens and closes and they got in that way?
Before we begin, I want to point something out. The side with the window is the south.
Okay, and that's the north.
And the waterfall is to the north.
I know that. Why are you mentioning it?
Shut your mouth! It'd be a pain in the ass if we didn't know which way was which. You should be grateful I told you.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay. Why are you angry?
Just zip it and get working, all right?
Virtual reality activation. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's go over here first.
The room is inorganic as a whole, so this really stands out.
Are these statues important somehow? Were they shifted around? Shattered glass doll. I don't think it's relevant. Probably not.
It's Tokiko's right half. Just like before, it's been severed at the molecular level.
How?
The body appears to have been cut with the same instrument.
How does one do
She
that?
was also bisected while she was still alive.
In other words, it's highly likely that it was the same killer.
Yes. That's why I said Terror is probably the culprit. The estimated time of death is approximately 3 hours ago, which would be around 1900 today.
Okay.
That's when we were at Yoyagi Park.
It's just like the last one where they left the right side.
What is it?
Inside Tokiko's womb, there are traces of her having given birth.
Recently?
What?
Though it wasn't
Okay.
recently.
So, she probably is Shoma's mom.
It has to have been more than 20 years ago.
Tokiko has a grown child?
Yes, but there are
20
no
years.
records of this anywhere in her family register.
Well, Shoma's not 20, so... Again?
She hasn't filed birth registration, and there aren't any records of it in any medical institutions in Japan.
Wait, what's this?
There are metal plates shaped like numbers embedded in the board at the front of the desk.
Interesting.
So you're able to see them by using X-ray like this.
It's as if this was prepared just for us. Who would do something like this?
Anyway, we can figure that out later. Let's focus on the investigation.
Okay, 16 numbers.
A hidden passageway behind it?
Probably not. Looks like the wall behind this waterfall is made of tungsten. It's a material that blocks X-rays, so I'm not able to see anything beyond that wall.
Whoa. Didn't let us do that before. It's a wall. Doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious.
Looks like the statue is made of iron.
What? Why is that relevant? Huh.
This statue is iron too.
There's something embedded in the wall.
It's a cell phone.
It's a keypad for a pin code.
But this frame is on there tight. It won't budge.
Maybe there's some way to move it.
Okay.
There's something in the floor.
It's been moved.
Maybe it's a rail?
This is probably an electromagnetic rail. It extends from the corner of the statue toward the pond.
How do we... Can we move it? I guess not. Start looking over here. No.
There's something coming out of it.
Oh, what the?
It's an infrared laser. Normally it wouldn't be visible, even with thermo mode. But this place is full of water particles. The light hits the water particles and disperses, making it visible to the human eye.
Interesting.
The light is shining toward the northeast. It's crossing the pond in a diagonal line.
Right. And the same is true for this one.
An infrared laser is coming out of the statue, too. It's crossing with that other beam.
This really is some
This
secret
one's shooting
society
to the
bullshit.
southeast.
Absolutely. Which means...
The same kind of rail is over here, too.
It's even going toward the same direction.
No suspicious heat sources, but it's supposed to be hitting the statue, I'm sure.
As I mentioned before, there are no traces of blood in the room. Not on this desk, the walls, or the floor.
Terror killed Tokiko somewhere else, then brought the right half of her body to this room.
But how? Aha!
What's this? There's an arrow under the symbol.
And 7 squares, too.
If you detected it with thermo mode, does that mean it's emitting heat?
It must have a heating wire, or something embedded in it.
I'm guessing when you move the statues, it allows the vault thing to open behind your desk.
Alright, looks like we've investigated what we could for now. Now, let's get to solving the mystery.
How did the culprit get out of the room? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, so let's begin. The first thing that comes to mind is that rail under the floor.
Right.
The electromagnetic rail.
The rail leads from the statue toward the pond.
Yeah.
Do you think the statue moves along the rail?
It's made of iron. So maybe it's pulled with an electromagnet.
It's probably operated with a remote control or something.
But I didn't find anything like that.
Then, please...
Tama, do you have a magnet?
No, besides, you can't move something like that with something as small as a portable magnet anyway.
Use force.
Yes, we have no other choice.
So, let's get right to it.
Push that bad boy.
Don't actually move it until we're shooting.
What do you mean?
I mean when we actually record this with the camera and complete the film.
Why are you
Film?
like this?
Quiet! I'm the director, so you follow my instructions or I'll fire you.
Okay then.
This statue is the same as the one we saw earlier.
The underground rail leads toward the pond.
Which means...
Tilt the whole building.
All right. Let's tilt this building somehow.
What?
Isn't it obvious? Objects move from high places to low places.
It's simple science.
If we make that statue's position higher, it'll naturally slide toward the pond.
Do you build an airport every time you need to go to the convenience store?
Yes. Give up.
It's no good. Let's just give up.
Where's this coming from?
Well, there's this game I played a long time ago, and there was this part where you couldn't advance until you chose give up on the investigation.
And this is your best idea?
You never know. I mean, could be. Alright, use force.
Well, there's not much else we can do.
So,
You little shit! Don't made me send you back to the green room, damn it!
She's just so angry.
Oh, right. We were still in rehearsal. I'm not supposed to move it until the shoot.
Yes, we don't want this important set to get damaged, right?
This is a set?
I mean, like a holographic set, kind of.
There was an input device behind this. You already know the numbers to enter, right?
Even if I did, I would need to be able to move the frame.
That's not what I asked. Do you know the code or not? In fact, I need you to know the answer. If you can't even solve this, you don't deserve to call yourself a member of Abyss.
Wow.
So, can you tell me the numbers? It should be 7 digits.
What? Telling me you don't know?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then spit it out already.
I don't know, though, is the problem.
Quit screwing.
There are 7 arrows.
You saw the non-equal X symbol using thermal mode, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
16
there
numbers.
were 16 numbers arranged in a diamond shape. You should be able to use those numbers to figure out the answer.
I have no idea. Like, that right there, to me, is gibberish. I have no idea what that's supposed to indicate. 4005, 1111. No idea.
No.
Nope. Four, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Four, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. Combining those, I mean, I think I just did, didn't I? Like, what? 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5? Well... 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 5. That's what I'm reading. I could be completely wrong. Four, 6, 4, 4, 6. I really have no idea. I really like this. This to me is a blank. 16 numbers placed in a rhombus. Well, I really have no idea. And it happens to be about the 2-hour mark, so I think I'm actually going to cut it off here. And we will continue with this investigation next time on AI the Somnium Files, NirvanA Initiative. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Actually, really quick, let me switch over to the overlay. There we go. I just want to give a quick shout out to our last follower, Cactus Games Too Much, as well as our last subscriber, that one black family, as well as Cartuva with the $6 donation. Thank you guys so much. It's been a real treat playing this game. Of course, this game is wild, wacky. I have no idea who the culprit is, or even the method that's being used, but we are making progress in this investigation, bit by bit. We're connecting the threads. Things are coming together in a grand conspiracy theory-esque tangled web, and I'm kind of loving it. And I'm interested to see what's going on with Ryuki, if he's going to have just a complete breakdown, if he's somehow involved with the killings, because remember, he went completely silent during those few hours when Yukiko was killed. So it could be. We'll see what happens. But again, thank you guys so much. My name is, of course, Caleb with Fusspot Gaming. Summer will be back tomorrow with some more Minecraft content with Stormy. And then on Sunday, I will be back with more AI the Somnium Files NirvanA Initiative, where we will eventually crack this code of whatever this non-Uplex nonsense is. So thank you guys so much. I will catch you later.